Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the card pile. This weekend I hit the Tippecanoe Sports Collectible Show over at the fairgrounds. It's hosted by a group called Rail Splitters Authentics. They're real Purdue heavy. They're tied in with Purdue somehow, but they put on a good show maybe two, three times a year. And it's mainly a lot of Purdue memorabilia, but there are some card dealers there. Also with other sports and memorabilia. So I'd say it's pretty even. You got the Purdue memorabilia people, and then you got your sports cards and other stuff like that. So it's a pretty good mix. It started out Purdue heavy, but over the course, I mean, there's still tons of Purdue stuff there. I'm a huge Purdue fan, but I usually go for the cards. If something grabs me in the I said paraphernalia, in the memorabilia stuff, I'll grab it. But usually I'm there just to see what kind of cards there are, and they do have good signers. A lot. Like this time was Rick Mount, NBA legend, Indiana legend. He went to Purdue University, played in the pros. Let's see who else was there. He was the only big name that stuck out, but I didn't go there for the signings. I have a friend that lives in Toledo, Ohio, that's from our city here, and he comes down to every one of their shows, and he usually gets tons of autographs. He's a big autograph guy. Shout out to Terry Burkhead, lifelong buddy. As a matter of fact, I'll get to that in a minute. He brought some stuff with him to give to me, and I think it's pretty cool when you have, 50-50. I got some good card show stuff, and he brought me some good stuff. So anyway, it's a good show, and there's a lot of interesting stuff there. If you're a Purdue fan or sports memorabilia fan, there's other things there. There was NASCAR stuff. I didn't even know that was still a thing. A lot of baseball, a lot of football, a lot of newer stuff as far as sports cards go. There was a whole table full or two of Pokemon. So there's a little bit of everything there. So it's good that it's getting diverse and everything like that. So anyway, let's just get into it. I'll leave a link in the description for the Tippecanoe County collectibles show by Rail Splitters and everything like that. So check them out. It's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get on with the show. So Terry brought me a few things. He brought me this Greg Landry and this Billy Sims autograph pictures. This cup thermos and this is pretty cool. You put it in the freezer and the liquid freezes and it keeps your beverage cold in there. So that's pretty cool. So he knows I'm a big Lions fan, and since the Lions are doing well in the playoffs, he figured if he sees something or if he has something laying around, he'd just bring it to me. And funny little story is, he brought a box of cards for me, and I had a box of cards for him. We ran out to the parking lot by our cars. Weirdly enough, we were parked next to each other and didn't even know it. But we were exchanging the cards, and at one point, I was holding both boxes of cards, and I meant to hand him his, and instead I handed him back the one he gave me, and neither of us realized it till he was halfway back to Ohio. So next time I'll have to hook up and give him the right box, and I'll get the right box. He said there was some really good stuff in there, and I gave him a bunch of Reds stuff because he's a big Cincinnati Reds fan. So anyway, let's get on with the rest that I got. He also brought me these booklets. There's 3 booklets. We have Nolan Ryan, Jim Kelly, and Ted Williams. Now, the Ryan and the Kelly, these are from 1992, and they're by Scholastic. And I'm a big Jim Kelly guy, and Nolan Ryan, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. And then Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter. Again, somebody that they would consider one of the all-time greats, if not the greatest. But yeah, these booklets are really cool. Um, like I mentioned, this one is from '93, I believe, and it's just growing up. It's just his whole story. Little highlights in the back. No real pictures. Oh yeah, I guess there's a couple pictures. But anyway, I don't remember these. I was out of high school by then, just barely. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I'm definitely going to read through these. It's some good looking reading, I believe. So yeah, If you know anything about these, let me know in the comments. That would be awesome. And then he also brought me one of these. It's from, I believe, 2018 Tops, and it's the 35th anniversary of the 1983 cards, I believe, or something like that. This is a Blue Mojo refractor, and I believe he got it signed at a card show. He goes to tons of card shows, and he knows I'm a huge Cubs fan, and Sandberg's right up there. You know, it's Bill Buckner and then Sandberg for me. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Little ink blotches on the back, but it's number 68 out of 150, so that's pretty sweet. So yeah, that'll go pretty good with my autographed baseball I got when I was a kid from Rhino. So that's pretty awesome right there. And then the last thing he was in the little goodie package that he brought me is this Matthew Stafford, let's just say toy for lack of what it is. It's not really a Lego thing, but it's got like a locker and stuff like that. And here's something really cool about this. He's got this little white ball cap. He's got the helmet, the face mask, and all that, the football. So that's pretty cool. But this little white hat, I don't know if you can see it really good there or not. Anyway, it's a pretty cool looking little, he's got the helmet and the hat. And I just happen to have Butterfingers is what I have. Anyway, that's pretty funny. A little hat to go along with my big hat. That's pretty funny. At least to me. Well, anyway. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't have much memorabilia or action figures or anything like that, or McFarlane's or bobbleheads. I got a few here and there. I'm starting to get more, but that's pretty cool to get. So yeah, that'll go right there with all my other line stuff. So I appreciate it, Terry. I really do. And let's do it again. Let's do it again. And I wish I would have not fumbled the box exchange. I would definitely be a horrible espionage agent. Horrible. So anyway, that's what I picked up from Terry. And now I'm going to go show you what I got at the card show itself. The first thing I picked up, and this is a kind of an odd little thing, but this goes right with my style of collecting. This 1954 Bauman Joe Nuxhall. And the reason I remember Joe Nuxhall is because sometimes where I live back in the day, when you were getting radio games, baseball games on the radio, you would either get Cubs games, which I always listened to as a kid, didn't have TV as a child much, and Reds games. You'd pick up Reds games, and Joe Nuxhall was a radio broadcaster. Well, later on in life, I believe around high school, Married with Children, the TV show came out, and Al Bundy said the only thing his dad ever left him was, I think, a couple little things, and he mentioned the Joe Nuxhall baseball card. And I want to believe this is the card they showed, but maybe they didn't show it. I can't remember. I just know Joe Nuxhall. But whenever I think of that episode and him having the Joe Nuxhall baseball card, this is the one I imagine him having. So yeah, that's pretty cool, at least to me. 1954 Bauman Joe Nuxhall. And it's in really good shape. I mean, there's a little issue right here, but it's from 1954, and I've seen a lot more worse, and that's just really sharp. So yeah, Joe Nuxhall. Then the next one I picked up is from 1976, and it's a Wonder Bread issue by Topps, and it is of Ray Guy. He was a punter for the Oakland Raiders, and when I was just starting to get into football, I remember him a lot. Maybe it was because before the 80s, 83, 84, they had to punt a lot, and so maybe I've seen him a lot on the games, but it's just a hard-nosed looking guy. It's a great looking card. There's a little scuff on the card that makes it kind of cool too. Not in one slight bit does it bother me. I think it adds to the card. So yeah, the the 76 Wonder Bread cards. I'm starting to get a few of them. I kind of dig this set, so you never know. I might go in that direction and try to get the whole set. Then up next, I picked a couple of current football cards, both Detroit Lions. The first one I got is Jahmyr Gibbs, his rated rookie card from Donruss, and then Sam Laporta, another rated rookie from Donruss, and both really good rookies, both helping us get through the playoffs and finally turning this around after 30 years, longer even if you want to go back to our last championship in '57. But two excellent rookies from my two favorite teams. And then I picked this up. This is from 2020, 2021. It's a Panini Prism Tyrese Halliburton rookie. He's a great player, solid. Hopefully, the Pacers build around him, and they've added some players recently. I'd like to see Mathurin get going on, but I believe it all starts with Tyrese right here. Halliburton is basically got to be the cornerstone you build around him. Just an awesome looking card, and I'm not really into the shiny cards, as Pepino Man would say, but I looked all over the show, and this was the only one I found, and I got a good deal on it, so I picked it up. So even though it's all shiny and stuff, I'll keep it. And then I picked up the second year, 1973, John Riggins football card. Just look at that hair. I mean, that hair is phenomenal. The hair alone is worth the card. So yeah, his second year card to go along with my rookie card of his and some other ones. Nice little John Riggins collection. It just sort of came out of nowhere. So yeah, that's pretty awesome right there. And the last card I picked up from the show is a graded card. I've been wanting this card, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on it, and they're kind of expensive here and there. I was looking for an SGC card, but just never really got around to pulling the trigger on any. None's really caught my eye. And at the show, I was talking to this guy, and I saw he had one over there, and it's a PSA 2. It's kind of a beater. I mean, that corner alone is so rough. I mean, all four corners are rough. I mean, it's just a beat-up looking card. How it got a 2, I don't know. I really don't. But he gave me a sweet deal on it. Basically paid $20 for it. I don't think $20 is too bad. And so yeah, I snagged this up. I walked around his table 4 or 5 different times. He had 30 on it. And then we were talking, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, it's 25." And then, just to be funny, he kept trying to throw in a Davey Johnson Mets manager card, and I'm like, "What? No, thanks." But he kept harping on the Davey Johnson card for some reason. It was pretty funny. So I walked around his table. I passed it 2 or 3 different times. And every time I did, he would like wave the Davey Johnson card at me. It was just funny. So I went over there and I said, "Look, how much would you do if I let you keep the Davey Johnson card?" And he's like, "Man, you got $20." And I was like, "Yeah, I got $20." And so I snagged this up for $20. That's pretty cool to me. Plus, it was a fun little interaction. Everybody was cool there. Everybody I talked to. The people I didn't buy stuff from were great. The people I bought stuff from were great. So yeah, it was a nice little haul and pickup. I'm glad my friend Terry showed up. It's always nice seeing him. But yeah, got some pretty cool things, I believe. You know, you let me know in the comments what you think, if I made out all right. Like I said, I didn't spend a lot of money at all, but I did spend a lot of time there. There's a lot of fun people. Met some members of our Facebook group there, and some members that are also subscribers to the channel. Terry Burkhead was there. Matt Kinder was there. My friend Bubbles was there. He might join the Facebook group and check out the page. He just really not into that, but he'll just check it out. He has a bunch of great memorabilia from Purdue. Lots of good stuff from him. The people from Logical Collectibles was there. Card Shop Mom and Brennan. It was a cool show, man. So if you're ever in the area and they are having one, I'd definitely check it out. All right, well, thanks a lot. Hope you appreciate. I appreciate you watching the video. Hope you made it through the whole thing, and please give me a like. It really helps get the channel kind of moving. And I hate asking like that. It's like begging, but it does help, and I would appreciate it. But again, the most important thing is at least you watched, and please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think. All right, have a good weekend.